Hey everybody, what's up? This is your girl Tiff. Thank you for joining me for another video. Today, I want to share some fun facts about myself. I thought today would be just a fun video to do it. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Okay, so the first thing, it's going to sound a little weird, but it's just what it is. So the first thing is, I've always had this love for musicians. Like, there's just something about musicians, like they're so passionate when they play. Like drummers, and mainly like drummers and people who play the keyboard. Like, there's always been this, like, man, I don't know, it just felt like a connection every time I would go, because I was raised up in church, and we used to go to like church concerts all the time. And the drummers and the musicians, the drummers and the keyboard players, they were just on point. Oh, and also guitar players too. It's just this passion, like, that only a musician would understand. Like, when you playing that instrument, it's like you're one with it. I play myself too, but I'm, need to build up the skill a little more. But I don't know, maybe it's because I love music so much, which would be the second thing. Like, I love music. Like, I love all kinds of music. There's certain music I would not listen to, but when I say music, not even necessarily like particular songs, because I definitely have my favorite songs, but I'm just talking about the music in general. I don't know, just something about musicians, like the passion they have when they're playing. It's like, man, I just always felt the connection with with musicians, like the facial expressions. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know. If you don't know, you don't know. Keeping it along the lines of music, number 3 would be, I'm actually a really good singer. God has blessed me with the gift to sing. I don't use that gift like I should, but I could carry a note. I could carry some notes rather. But like I said, it's a talent and it's a gift that God has given me that I definitely need to use more. All right, so number 4 is, I always wanted to be, like, in high school, a video producer. I actually took up video production in our magnet programs. At my high school, we had magnet programs. Shout out to South Mountain High School, by the way. But yeah, they have magnet programs, and I always wanted to be a video producer, and that's what I thought I would be when I grew up. And I actually took video production for 2 years in high school, I believe junior year and senior year. And I actually, one time after high school, actually was going to apply to a news station, to be a videographer at a news station, but I didn't have that much experience coming out of high school doing that, so that was a no-go. Going along the lines of things I wanted to be, I also thought about being a mechanic at one time. Yes, a female mechanic, because y'all, I done had so many bad experiences with cars. Like, I done had probably about 12 cars, and that's no exaggeration, since high school. I think our first car, me and my sister bought one together. It was a stick shift. We saved up for it. Our parents found it for us, but we paid for it, and we had to learn how to drive it. So the first car I learned how to drive is a stick shift. As I got older, I had more than one car, obviously. Like I said, at least 12 cars so far. But I've always had issues with my cars, and so I got tired of that. So in my college days, I only went to college for a year, but I actually thought about going to school to become a mechanic. That way, if I have an issue with a car, I know how to fix it. But I also thought about being a nurse at one point, a lawyer, a natural doctor. The natural doctor thing came in my early 20s, like 21, 22. I just developed a love for natural remedies and stuff. And that would be actually another fun fact about me. I love anything that has to do with natural cures, natural medicine. Like, my goal is to own every essential oil known to man and every herb known to man. That's literally a goal of mine that I want. That's how much I love natural stuff. I think God has given us so much natural stuff from the earth to, like, feed our bodies and heal our bodies. Okay, so this one is going to be a little funny. At one point, back in my early 20s, again, I was dating an African guy, long distance, and at one point we were engaged, and after we broke up, because I decided, you know what, he's away in Africa. And it wasn't a scammer. I've actually had my share of scammers too. That's a whole nother story for another day. But this one, he wasn't a scammer. But I decided, you know what, I could be waiting 5, 6, 7 years for you to try to get to the US. I'm not doing that. So I broke off the engagement. But ever since then, not ever since then, but for a couple of years after him, I always had this mentality of I have to marry an African guy. And of course that didn't happen, but the mentality was I gotta marry an African guy. I don't know, I just had a thing for African dudes after I broke up with him. I know it's weird, but I always just had this ideal of I gotta marry an African dude. I gotta marry an African dude. And then it went from I gotta marry an African dude to I have to marry a dark-skinned dude. Like at that time, the whole light-skinned thing was a no-go for me. I was like, I don't want no light-skinned dude. And of course, I married a light-skinned dude. But it was at one point I was just like, nope, I want me a chocolate brother. But that didn't happen either. But I just thought it was hilarious. Like, when you're younger, you just think you know what you want and you know how your life is going to turn out. I just thought that was hilarious. Like, I don't know why I had that mentality of I have to marry an African dude or a dark-skinned dude. I don't know. Moving on to the next one. I don't know if y'all noticed now. I have 5 brothers and 5 sisters, so it's 11 of us. And we've always had big families. Outside of my brothers and sisters, I have cousins that I haven't even met yet. I have nieces and nephews I haven't even met yet. So we have a huge family on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. So in high school, I always had this thought of I want 8 kids. Oh. 8. Yes, 8. I said it. 8 kids. Do I feel that way now? No, absolutely not. I would be happy with 1 or 2, maybe 3. That's just always been my mentality. But as I got older, that has changed, obviously. So yeah. The next thing is, when I was younger, I used to be an evil little girl. Y'all, I used to be so mean, like so mean and so wicked. Like as a little girl, I was bad. I was bad, man. I was mean and I was bad. That could have stemmed from being the youngest, because I'm the youngest out of all of us. And I don't know, maybe I was just spoiled and got away with a lot. My brothers and sisters would say that, but they got away with some stuff too. But mainly me and my sister Zedeca, which is about a year and some change older than me. But yeah, when I was younger, I was mean. I used to this is embarrassing, but I used to when I used to get mad sometimes, not all the time. I used to, like, if I got mad at one of my brothers or sisters or my mom and dad, I would because we have a lot of family pictures. So I would take a family picture at that moment and I would wet it with my spit. I know, nasty. I wouldn't spit on the picture, but I would just like wet my finger and put it on the face of the person that I was mad at, and then I would just scratch it out. That's embarrassing, but that's what I used to do. My sister claims this. I remember maybe one time, but she said I used to break her Barbie doll heads off her Barbie dolls, and I used to I used to cut her Barbie doll clothes. I don't recall cutting. I do remember breaking some dolls. I do remember that, but I don't recall cutting up the clothes. So Tisha, stop accusing me. But I probably did, to be honest. I just don't remember every little thing I did. But as a grown woman, I try not to be mean. Like I said, I do have my days where, I'm just not in a good mood, or, maybe dealing with something. But I would like to believe that I'm not that person anymore, especially since, Christ came into my life. So the last thing is, I'm a very, very, very silly person. Always saying silly stuff or doing silly things. And 2, I could come off a little strange. I know I have some strange ways, but I think it's what makes me me. You know how some people are strange and they don't realize they're strange. It's normal to them. I don't have that kind of strangeness. I have the strangeness where I know I'm doing something strange but I know it's strange. It's not like I'm doing it and not know that it's not strange. That is it, y'all. I just thought I would share some, interesting things about me. I've been on YouTube for a while, and I have another video that I did a couple years back about some fun facts about me, but I just thought this would be a round 2 of that. So anyhow, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Leave comments down below of some things about you that you may want to share with me. But anyhow, y'all, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will talk to y'all soon. Take care. Have a blessed day. Bye.